Hi, it's Cory, and today you're going to learn how to play Everything Stays for Adventure Time. To get started, let's make sure your ukulele's in tune. That's going to be a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. Alright, so to play this song, it's super doable. I made a few adaptations to make it a little bit easier, but there might be a couple chords that you've never encountered before. But don't worry, it's still totally something you can master. To start, let's go over the chords you're going to need for this song. The first chord you're going to need is a G major. To make a G major, you're going to take 2 fingers on the 2nd fret, take your 1st finger and go on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Your 2nd finger is going to go on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger is going to go right between the 2 on the next fret down. You're also going to need a C7 chord. For a C major 7, you're going to take your 2nd finger and place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. The next chord you're going to need is a B7. We're going to be doing a little bit of a different fingering for that. What we're going to do is it's kind of like an E minor except for a string over. So you're going to take your 1st finger, put it on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Your 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and your 4th finger is going to go on the 4th string, 4th fret. The next chord is the E minor. So for that, it's going to be in the same position as the B7 that I just showed you, but a string over or a string down. So you're going to put your 1st finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, your 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and your 4th finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret. You're also going to need an A minor. For that, you're going to take your 2nd finger and place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. You're also going to need a D major. For that, you're going to take your first 3 fingers and all along the 2nd fret here, you're going to place your 1st finger on the 4th string, your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string. You're also going to need a C minor 7. For that, all along the 3rd fret, you're going to bar with your 1st finger. So you're going to take your 1st finger and then squeeze down. As far as the strumming pattern, we're going to be actually using 2 strumming patterns slash a picking pattern as well. For the verse, we're going to be doing a full progression using a picking pattern, and then we'll repeat that going into the chorus, and then we'll have a strumming pattern for the chorus, and then we will repeat the picking pattern during an interlude in between the 2 choruses, and then we will end with the same picking pattern after the chorus. For the picking pattern, what you're going to be doing is on the ukulele, using strings 3, 2, and 1 when you're making your chord. So say the introduction, for instance, it's a G, so you're going to be taking your thumb and then picking the 3rd string with your thumb, picking the 2nd string with your finger, with your pointer finger, and then picking the 1st string with your 3rd finger. So in total it'll go like this: thumb, 1st, 2nd, thumb, 1st, 2nd, thumb, 1st, 2nd. Now what you're going to be doing is alternating between picking and then strumming down. So our time signature is 6/8. So the feel, rather than being 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of like with a sway. So on the 1, 2, 3, you're going to be picking. On the 4, 5, 6, you'll strum. So for the introduction, it goes between the G and the C7. So for the G, that would be G, 2, 3, C7, 5, 6, G, 2, 3, C7, 5, 6. So again, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will continue throughout the entire verse. So even when we get into the actual words, to give an example, we have, let's go to the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. All right? and then you're gonna just repeat that progression again leading into the chorus. When you're done practicing the finger picking pattern for the verse, and of course, if you're not quite ready for the finger picking, you can always just play it on the chord changes as well. Moving into the chorus, we're going to go straight in from when you get there, you'll have when you turn it around, everything stays, and that's what we'll have. So for the strumming pattern we're gonna have everything stays, so it'll be down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay? Again, it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And then you just continue with that pattern. For some of the chords that are held a little longer, like on the everything stays, just where you left it, everything stays, you're going to go through that down, 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 up twice. For most of the other chords though, especially when you're switching in between phrases, you're going to just have one down, 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 up, change, down, down, up, chord change, down, down, up. So that would be your pattern. A couple things I want to point out with the chord progression and changes. There's a couple really easy ways you can transition through the chords. One in particular is from the G to the C7. All you have to do is raise your first and your third finger, and you're already in that C7. So you spend a lot of time alternating between the two of those. So you don't even need to lift up your hand. You can just lift up the two fingers. Another really easy switch is when you're in the B7, you can just move over, because each time you're transitioning from when you play the B7, you're going B7, then E minor. So that's a really easy transition just to, if you're starting here, just to pick up and move one string down. Finally, when you're going from the E minor back to the C7, your first finger is already in that C7 position. So I wouldn't worry about trying to get your second finger back into that position. Just keep your first finger there because you're already there. So rather than going E minor, C7, which is totally doable, you can just still go E minor, lift up 2 and 3, and you're already in that C7. Because then too, from the C7, you go to barring. And so it's just easy. You're already using that first finger. Go down, and then you can move into your next chord. And the rest of the transitions are pretty self-explanatory and smooth if you're using the correct fingering. All right, let's give it a playthrough. All right, so I scooted you down just a little bit so you can see the picking and the chords a little bit better. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, here we go. So here's the intro. Let's go to the garden. You'll find something waiting right where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, on the playthrough, I took a little bit of a stylistic choice with the C minor 7. I think it sounds really great when you have the ever so slightly daily, and just to have it on the chord there rather than daily and nightly, and then to go back into the strumming pattern. But if you prefer, you can always just do the ever so slightly daily and nightly. You're just gonna have to be a little quicker with your chord changing, but it's totally up to you. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I really enjoy this song a lot. I find it like very comforting, which is great because it's meant to be comforting in the show as well. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, consider subscribing. I come out with a new tutorial every week. Typically I upload on Sundays, but sometimes, like this week, I got a new camera and I was having some issues with transferring it over to my computer, but I solved it now, so now I have a new camera to film on. But consider subscribing. Thanks so much, and let me know in the comments if you have any favorite TV shows like from your childhood, or if you still are a kiddo, what you like watching now, and I can look into trying to make tutorials for their theme songs or songs from the show. All right, thanks, bye.